In FCAM2012R2, support for cylindrical interpolation has now been added. This means that if we create a feature that is wrapped around one of the index axes, we can actually create a cylindrically interpolated toolpath that the machine will recognize. Benefits here mean that we'll get shorter NC code because we are not outputting as much unnecessary information to the machine. We also get better interpretation of cutter compensation, and this can work for turn mill as well as 4-axis machining. So in this example I have a series of features created as flat, but these pocket features are actually wrapped around the Z-axis. If I go and play my simulation, you can see the features being wrapped around my component. Now in the case of this example, we are outputting to a Mazak, and we use the G code G07.1 to turn on cylindrical interpolation. If I go to the NC code and look for a G07, there's nothing found in this example. What we need to do is we need to turn it on in the post. I'm going to change to a different post that's already been modified and edit. Note that as we go to the CNC information and look at the general information, we have a checkbox here that's new that allows us to turn on the machine tool and post support for cylindrical interpolation. Using this post, if I again run my simulation, so the simulation looks identical to the previous example, so nothing has changed there, but the output to the post processor will be different. If I look at the NC code and again do a search, you'll now see that we're turning on cylindrical interpolation for the pocket operations. Of course, at the end of each feature we will turn off the cylindrical interpolation as well. Because we're minimizing the amount of information we're sending out, it also makes the NC program smaller. So if I was to export this NC program, in this case I'm going to output to my temporary directory, call this first one 1, and output the second one without the interpolation. This one I'll call 2. And then looking at my NC programs, you can see the size difference between the first one and the second one. We've actually got a smaller NC program because we're not outputting as much information.